Peace be to you all. Happy Friday to you. Assalamu alaikum. Omar here. For those of you guys that don't know me, I am a physician associate and doctor of health education. So I use a lot of my clinical skills and health education knowledge to help people in attaining their physical, mental, and spiritual goals. So goals are important. You have to have goals, I think, no matter how humble or lofty they may appear to yourself or others, because otherwise you're just kind of an inanimate person, sitting around and not doing anything. When I was younger, trying to hang out with the brothers who are like, hey, what's going on? Nothing. What you up to? Nothing. Just out here chilling. That's not a good paradigm to have for your life. You got to have goals, even if they're just as humble as self-improvement. So I work with people who are trying to quit smoking because they've got COPD and asthma, or they're trying to lose weight, or if they have an academic goal of trying to become a physician assistant like me. They got to work at that. You got to put in the time. So I wanted to talk about reassessing your goals. A lot of studies have shown that the average person who sets a goal just kind of falls off, within 4 to 12 weeks of the new year. We have these New Year resolutions. And the reason for that is multifaceted. It can be, something like, you lost control of something, maybe your life, maybe something happened, maybe an accident, or, somebody upon whom you depended died, and now you've got to take on their responsibility. These things often happen. But for many of us, it's just a lack of resolve. We slack off. If you have a goal, it can be very difficult to maintain it. It takes discipline. I don't particularly love working out. As I get older, I'm not one of these so-called alpha males. These guys you see on the internet with their shirt off, pumping iron. I mean, talking about beta males and whatnot. But I'm just a regular guy. I'm a family man. I got a wife, 4 kids. By God's grace, they stuck by me. And it takes discipline to maintain a family. I got 3 of my kids are in college now, so I got to help them at least through undergraduate. And that takes discipline. It takes a certain selflessness. So I got to put in the time. So I can't dedicate, a lot of my time to getting swole. So I do the best I can with this nearly 60-year-old body, by God's grace and discipline. So one of the things I do, which may help you, is keeping a journal. I don't really like to keep journals, but I found that it's useful because it holds me accountable to myself. I can go back in my journal. I've got one journal that I kept since high school, in the 80s. And I go back and I think, wow, because you forget about what may have been going on in your life at a particular time. And maybe that's one of the things that you allowed to come into your life and drop your goal off, drop off your path of success. That's important. And I've got my goals for 2024 listed. Some people say don't write your goals, but there's people who I followed, Jim Rohn, and let's see who else, Stephen Covey of 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, M. Scott Peck, The Road Less Traveled, Les Brown, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in terms of goal setting. How can you do that? That's a very difficult thing to do when it seems like the world and society is against you. And you can't make excuses for yourself. You gotta be harsher on yourself than you are on anybody else. But write your goals down. So to that I say, if you've slacked off on your goals, just do a reassessment. Where are you now? Almost 4 weeks later, now as we're basically at the end of January. Have you made the money that you wanted to make? Have you Have you initiated that business idea? Have you continued upon those fitness goals? Or have you slacked off? And if so, why? And what can you do about getting back on track? So anyway, for those of you guys that want to be physician assistants, I am available for mentorship. If you wish, you can reach me by email. It's in the description. So I wish you guys the best of success in your positive endeavors. Take care. Peace.